We have a new pool tech starting today named Mike Durant, and we want to set him up in the system. So let's look at how to do that. First of all, since this is a pool tech, the first thing we're going to do is, instead of setting up the account, we're going to set up a route for Mike Durant first, and then we're going to set up his account, because we want to be able to assign his account to the new route immediately. If we did it the other way around, where we create the account, we would then have to go create the route and then go back in and edit the account to add the route. So this way we'll just do 2 steps as opposed to 3. So let's go to routes and click manage routes, and it brings up all the routes that I have out there. So now we're going to add a route for Mike Durant. So let's just call it Mike D. So Mike D is the new route, and I'm going to assign him a truck number. The truck number is just a unique number that identifies the route, because we want to be able to keep track of the inventory by truck. So that's the only reason for assigning the unique truck. Now, there's a checkbox on the bottom that says this is a repair only route, sort the jobs by start time. Well, no, this tech is going to be cleaning pools in addition to doing a couple of light repairs, so I won't check that box. So let's go ahead and click the submit button. So now the route is added. So we're going to go back to the menu, and now we're going to add the employee account. So we click on accounts, manage employee accounts, and we're going to click the green add button. So now we're going to add the pool tech account. So the first field we come to is the account type, and we'll change it from admin, which is the default, to pool tech. You must select pool tech if you're creating a pool tech account. If you select anything else, you will not be able to log in as a pool tech. Okay, so we're going to set up a username and password for Mike Durant. So we're going to do M Durant and just set him up a password. Keep it simple, Mike. As soon as he logs in, the system is going to ask him to change that password. So it doesn't really matter what I give him initially. It's a one-use password anyway. So we're going to fill out the rest of this. Durant 125 Bose Street. I'm going to give him a San Diego address, since we're located in San Diego, California. It's a 92101. And we're going to give him a cell phone number just to make sure that we can reach him and send him text messages. And we're going to say he has Verizon. So now we come to the route. I'm just going to skip the email address for now, and we're going to assign him to his route, Mike D. This is the one we just created. We're going to leave the account status as active. Now these fields have to do with the amount of privileges you want to give the pool tech. So let's look at them one by one. Send text to pool tech. If the customer on his route were to send a message requesting service, do you want the system to send a text message to this pool tech letting them know that a customer on their route has requested service? Yes or no? You simply, if you want them to receive a text message telling them that a customer has requested service, select yes. Allow backdated service. If the pool tech misses putting in chemicals and all of that for a pool that has been serviced, and they suddenly remember the following day, do you want them to be able to put in that service for the previous day's work that they did? If you want them to be able to do that, you select yes. If not, you select no. Allow quotes. If you want this pool tech to be able to create quotes for customers while he's out in the field, you select yes. If not, you select no. Now, you should be aware that if you give them the ability to allow quotes, this pool tech will be able to see a list of all your customers. In some places that's a problem. If that's no problem for you, you can go ahead and allow them to do quotes. The other thing you should keep in mind is that if they're giving a quote to a customer, then they better know how to make a quote, what parts cost, what labor costs, and so on. So you're giving the pool tech a lot of capabilities when you allow them to create quotes. Allow pool tech to type messages. Do you want this pool tech to be able to type messages to the customer? So if they find something wrong with the pool, do you want this pool tech to be able to type in a message? The system allows you to set up some messages ahead of time, and then the pool tech simply selects the message by subject and it sends the message to the customer. That way the pool tech doesn't have to type. If you want to give them the ability to type a custom message to the customers, then you select yes in this field. We're going to leave that no. Allow future date service. This is kind of like the other one, the backdated service. If, for example, the pool tech is going to service a pool on Friday, but Friday is a holiday, so you want him to be able to service that pool on Wednesday, then you go ahead and select yes here. Okay, so that's it. We've now entered all the data and we click the submit button, and the account has now been created for Mike Durant, and there it is. So now Mike Durant can service pools.